Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at a General Sorin villain pack for Star Wars Imperial Assault. This is another add-on. You of course need the core Imperial Assault game to play. But this is a extra figure with some side mission and skirmish stuff. So let's open him up and see what we got in here. As always, get permission from a responsible adult before using scissors if you're not a responsible adult. Now you gotta be careful when opening these so you don't accidentally cut the cards. It's actually kind of easy to do, and these things are kind of a pain to open because of the anti-theft deterrence setups that they've got on these things now by sealing them so tightly. So careful not to hurt yourself. There's the cards. And there's our mini. Alright, so let's look at the miniature first. Take our little cover off here. Alright, the mini looks really cool actually, very detailed. As always, you know, Fantasy Flight does really good stuff. So, Mini's really cool. He's got his hands behind his back, looking all tough. Now let's read the back of the insert here and see what we have in the contents. We have plastic figure, check. We have a rule sheet, 3 agenda cards, 2 deployment cards, 3 command cards, 2 skirmish mission cards. You of course need the core game to play, and if you want to play one of the missions, you need the Return to Hoth expansion. So I think that's true with Princess Leia as well. So there's our cards, and here's the rule sheet. Alright, the side mission's called Fully Charged, and it's got a list of all the tiles you'll need, and some of them are from Return to Hoth. But the layout looks pretty straightforward. So on the other side, this is actually, I think, supposed to be the front. We have a list of the contents, and we have the skirmish mission here, and a list of all the tiles. There's a lot of tiles on this one. So get ready for that. Skirmish attachments for general rules stuff. So let's move that out of the way and look at the cards. Alright, there's our side mission cards. There's some Imperial cards. I think those are the, yeah, these are the character cards. There's your command cards. I think those are the agenda cards. So let's look at the command cards first. If you don't want to know what these are, shut the video off now because I'm going to read all the cards. Some people get upset by the spoilers, but if you want to buy this used, you'll need to know what cards are supposed to be in there, and I don't really care about spoilers on games, so that's just me. Alright, first we have Optimal Bombardment. It's a General Sorin specific card. Tap twice, choose up to 3 vehicle droids or heavy weapons adjacent to you. Each of these figures may interrupt to perform an attack. Each attack gains Blast 1. Blast 1 damage is pretty good. Alright, fuel upgrade. Use at the start of a round until the end of the round. Each of your vehicles gains +1 speed and applies +1 surge defense, or cancel surge, circle thing, to its defense results. Field Tactician. Tap, choose a friendly figure within 2 spaces. That figure may interrupt to perform a move. Alright, well, let's see what cards should we do next. Let's do the agenda cards. Fully Charged Bombardment. Ando Prime Facility Imperial. The general named Sorin has been given oversight of a new armored division in the Imperial Army. The destructive power of Sorin's forces could spell disaster for the Alliance. Play this card as side mission Fully Charged. General Sorin Vicious Tactician Pack. which is what we're looking at, obviously. After the heroes resolve any other side mission, discard this card and receive the reward listed below. Armored Division Bombardment. Place this card in your play area. Deplete this card using any mission when you deploy a vehicle. During this deployment, reduce that vehicle's deployment cost by 3. That's pretty nice. Alright. Explosive Shrapnel Bombardment. Keep this card secret. Play it during any mission while an Imperial figure is attacking. After the attack resolves, each figure that suffered 1 or more damage suffers an additional 1 damage and becomes bleeding. Then either discard this card or shuffle it back into your agenda deck. Alright, let's look at the mission or the skirmish cards here. A. Firefight. Neutral mission tokens represent weapon suits. A figure can retrieve a weapon suit. Each figure can carry only 1 weapon suit. A figure carrying a weapon suit applies +1 damage to its attack results and -1 defense to its defense results. End of each round, the player whose figures are carrying the most weapon suits gains 6 victory points, or VPs. In the case of a tie, neither player gains VPs. Holding ground. Climate research camp. Neutral mission tokens represent control points. End of each round. Each player gains 2 VPs if he controls his opponent's deployment zone, and 2 VPs for each control point he controls. Well, let's look at our character cards here. Alright, we've got the General's Ranks, Skirmish Upgrade, non-unique only, attachment. When you perform a move, if it is not your activation, you gain 2 additional movement points. When you perform an attack, if it is not your activation, apply +1 damage to the attack results. General Sorin character card, Vicious Tactician, Leader, 8 points. Surge of +1 damage, Surge of Stun, Surge Focus. Exhaust Bombardment, choose an adjacent friendly figure. That figure may interrupt to perform an attack. The attack gains Blast 1 damage. Advanced Firepower. Adjacent friendly droids and vehicles can use your surge abilities. Health of 7, speed of 4, defense of 1 black die, attack of 1 blue and 1 yellow. He's a little pricey, I think, but the ability to make somebody else do an attack as an interrupt seems pretty cool. But that is the General Sorin Vicious Tactician accessory villain pack. And that's going to do it for this episode. As always, thanks for watching. And special thanks to my buddy Wyatt, who let me open a bunch of his stuff. And check back. Imperial Assault Week continues. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on What's Inside.